All right, this is the way of how to check the gear ratio using gear generator. So make sure you remove all the gears that you have at the beginning, okay? And you configured the first one, click on the first one, and where it says gear properties, make sure you put the number of teeth that you have. So for example, in my case is 20. Imagine that for A, you choose a different number. Imagine that yours is 10. I'm gonna put 10 instead, okay? Then hit enter and you're all set. Now, I wanna add a new gear. And this one right here is going to be 15. All right, 15, hit enter, and you're all set. You have one that is 10, you have it right here, and you have a secondary gear that is 15. This is your A, and this is your B. Okay? I wanna add a new one, and the last one, the C is going to be 30. It's going to be 30, 30 teeth. All right? You have A, you have B, and you have C. All right? And finally, the last one is going to be, let's say, 5. All right? The last one is down here, that is super small, that is 5 teeth. All right? Okay, now you have your all the gear ratios. The gear ratios that you have right here on the left, these ones, are the calculations that you did as well using the fractions. Which one is the final gear ratio between the first one, that is your A, and between the last one, that is your D? It's actually right here. Your gear ratio is 1/2. This is your final gear ratio. So if you do the calculations and you obtain in your calculations that the gear ratio is 1/2, you know that everything is correct. Okay, that is the way to calculate and the values. Okay, if you have another number, so that means that you're gonna need to recalculate it because you commit any mistake. Okay, it's a good way to check your calculations. Okay, so remember, this program is going to solve automatically the gear ratios for you. But now you need to know which one is the meaning of this. 1/2 means that at the beginning you had 6 revolutions per minute. You can put 10 if you want. You can put a different speed. When you have 10 revolutions per minute at the very beginning, at the end of the system you have 20 revolutions per minute. You have double the speed because the ratio is 1/2. You have double speed. But then that means that you have half of the torque. Okay, at the very end, you have half of the torque that at the beginning. That is the relationship that you have with gears. You can have torque and speed at the same time. You have to choose. What do you want? More speed or more torque? That's why you have to choose. So then you have at the beginning more speed, but you have less torque. Okay, so please try to use a gear generator by yourself. You will see that it's super easy to use, and it's going to also solve the actually the calculation for you, right? So make sure you do the calculations manually first, so then you can check them with gear generator. Okay.